Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. So I'm sure you will have seen that recently there has been a ton of leaked weapons coming soon to Modern Warfare. Well, not necessarily soon, but they have been found in the files of Modern Warfare, so they'll be coming out at some point in time. There is a slim possibility that these weapons could be scrapped, so even though they've been found within the files of the game, unfortunately they may never release, but I doubt that would happen. But to be fair, we know how Call of Duty are with scrapping things. So yeah, it's not really clear as to when these weapons will be releasing. We will be seeing some soon with Season 4, and the rest might not release for months from now. And then we can use them in Spec Ops multiplayer and also Warzone. There was a big Reddit thread a couple days ago by this user that you can see on screen. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce their name, and I will leave a link to that full Reddit post down in this video's description. Now, we're not entirely sure when these weapons will be coming. However, one of the weapons, which is the Galil, that is going to be coming to Modern Warfare sometime soon, is actually playable within the game using various different modding techniques. Now, I'm not going to say where exactly I got this footage from because they wanted to stay anonymous, but yes, the Galil is able to be equipped, and since it has been added to the files fairly recently, a lot of people think that it's going to be coming soon to Modern Warfare. Obviously, we don't have an exact release date. It might come before Season 4 begins, which obviously begins on the 3rd of June, or it may come with Season 4. We will just have to wait and see, but you are able to equip various different camos and stuff like that. Obviously, the Galil is an Israeli assault rifle and a close relative of the AK-47. Right now, you can hear what the gun sounds like from the files of the game. Apparently, the Galil seems to have a pretty solid damage, being only a point beneath the AK, and good control being average in every other field. Now, there is another weapon within the game, which is the APC9. Now, a lot of people thought this was the Vector because it was actually leaked when Modern Warfare first released. People modded the game and they managed to actually load it up. Obviously, it's a 9mm SMG that has a high rate of fire. Now, within the Reddit post, they state that because it's been within the files since the release of the game, they think that it's cancelled and is never going to release. However, I don't think so. If you guys are unaware, the crossbow was leaked when Modern Warfare first released. In fact, it was leaked within the beta, and it took months and months for it to eventually release. So we are probably seeing something similar to the crossbow, where it's just taken a very long time for it to release for whatever reason. However, there are actually 4 different blueprints within the files of the game for this APC9. However, as we were saying, it just hasn't released yet. Now, the next weapon that has been found within the files of the game is the Vector, and obviously a lot of people thought that the APC9 was the Vector when it first leaked, so it seems like we're going to be getting the APC as well as the Vector. Even though they are very similar weapons, they are both SMGs with a high rate of fire, and they even visually look quite similar too. However, apparently within the files of the game, the Vector has the second highest fire rate stat in the game, right behind the minigun, with poor range and control, though it surprisingly has apparently good damage and a very high accuracy. But yeah, this seems to be playable within the game and loadable, as you can see from the background footage. This is what the gun sounds like, once again from the files of the game. Now, the next weapon that has been found within the files of the game is the HK G28. This is a DMR variation of the HK417. According to the stat graph within the files of the game, the G28 apparently has accuracy on par with the sniper rifles above the rest of the DMR classes, but average range and damage. But that makes no sense, so I don't really know what is going on there. Obviously, it is not out yet, so that could be something that is just a placeholder, but there are no assets loaded available within the game for it just yet. Now also, apparently the MGL-32 grenade launcher that you can obviously get within Warzone, it's just really rare to find, can be equipped as a weapon with different blueprints as well, suggesting it could be a creator class weapon coming soon within the future to Modern Warfare. Now the final weapon that has been found within the files of the game is the XM109, which is an anti-material rifle from Barrett. However, apparently it's just nowhere near ready. There's not really much in the files for it just yet. Now for the XM108 stats, apparently they're just copy and pasted from the HDR, which obviously, hopefully that's not accurate. Just as the Reddit post reads, imagine a HDR firing a 25mm grenade at you from across the map. So I guess we can only guess as to how it will behave when eventually it does release. The Reddit post guesses that maybe it won't be a loadout weapon within Warzone and it might just be an extremely rare weapon, similar to the MGL grenade launcher. Obviously, just for example, here is what the gun sounds like from the files of the game. Anyways, that is going to conclude today's video. As it was saying, we do not know when these weapons are going to release. Some of them might not come out for months from now. We really do not know. However, we are likely to be seeing some soon with the release of Season 4, which obviously begins very, very soon now on the 3rd of June. We might possibly see some weapons before Season 4 begins. However, I doubt it. But with Season 4, we are likely to be seeing 2 to 3 new weapons, or maybe even more. We'll just have to wait and see. Nothing is confirmed just yet. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Modern Warfare news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.